I want to start this off by saying, welcome to Free Few Fitness. This is going to be a new journey that we all on, and I wanted to bring you guys along. This is inspired by my mom, Tamara, who needed some workouts, so I'm making this video specifically for her. So thank you guys for joining along with her on this fitness journey, right? All right, so the goal of this is to let you know that you can work out at home, get in shape. You don't gotta have a gym, it's free. Fitness is free, hence the name Free Few Fitness, right? All right, so in the background, maybe you can hear it or not because I got this mic on my head, but I got a little bit of techno music going on. The reason why I chose techno or house music or deep house music or deep focus music is because it has a pattern that is consistent, right? It allows you to zone out and get your mind engaged into the workout that you're doing without lyrics, if that makes sense. And it has a high tempo, so it keeps your heart rate up. So your body typically matches the music that you're listening to while you're working out. So that's a little quick tip. All right, so before we get started, everything is gonna be on a 60-second timer to let you know that you don't have to, kill yourself trying to get in shape. It's something that you can do very simple. And let's start this off with a basic warm-up because you want to get your blood pumping. And right now what I'm trying to do is adjust my phone to get it out the way so I ain't stepping on it. All right, so I'm gonna set my timer at 60 seconds and I'm going to demonstrate it for the first 10 seconds. All right, and so this is called a side jack. It's not a jumping jack, but this is something that you do to get yourself warmed up. All right, it goes like this. Are you ready? And go. All right, this is just to warm your body up, get you moving, get those arms swinging. This is to build the heart rate up, right? Because if you start at full speed, you run into a little few issues. So what you want to do is you want to get the body acclimated to moving first, right? You got to warm yourself up, all right? So this is like a very basic warm up. And now, this may seem simple to people who are used to doing jumping jacks, but I promise you, you do a lot of these, those shoulders will start burning, your breathing will start picking up, and you'll get tired. I guarantee it. Because I promise you right now, my shoulders are on fire, right? Now, the reason why is because I do a lot of chest workouts and my arms are a little stiff. So please don't be fooled by the fact that, I have a little bit of experience in fitness that I shouldn't be hurting. I'm burning right now. All right, and time, all right? That was a side jack. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is a very basic warm up. It's called high knees, right? So we're gonna do those in the next 10 seconds. So to demonstrate it, it's just alternating legs. Also, I love these shorts. These are also by Free Few. This video is sponsored by Free Few. This video is sponsored by Free Few, as you can see. Link in the description. All right, 30 seconds. Alternate. You wanna get those legs up high. And the reason why you're doing this is great. So this get the legs to working, get that flexibility going. You feel it all in your hips. It's a great ab workout. So you just wanna alternate. We're gonna do this for 60 seconds. We have 45 more seconds of these to go. All right, keep it going. 30 seconds. High knee. All you're doing is alternating. It's just like marching in place. If you know anything about the band, you gotta get them knees up 90 degrees or higher. You know what I'm saying? You a drum major? Yeah, get them legs up. All right, we got 15 seconds. Oh, sorry about that. The books just fell. I'm probably stumping a little too loud. 2 seconds. All right, and relax. All right. So you should feel a lot of like energy in your hips. You should feel maybe a little engagement in your core a little bit. Your blood should be pumping a little bit harder than it was once before. And yeah, those are high knees. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is a basic body squat for 60 seconds. All right, I got 10 seconds ahead of you guys. So you're gonna go down, all the way down, parallel. All right, looks like that, boom. All the way down, back up. Make sure you squeeze. All right, 60 seconds, you ready? Let's go. Now, when it comes to squats, it seems like you should do, sets of these. A lot of people do like sets of 10, sets of 20, sets of 25. Well, what I'll start doing with squats is I do them until I decide to stop. The way to do that is you getting yourself into a flow state. You're learning to breathe, feel yourself out. Got 25 seconds left. And go beyond that point where you want to give up. Don't be afraid to slow down. You can always speed up to push yourself. 10 seconds. Make sure you're not cheating either. You're getting deep. You want to stretch in that area. All right, 2 seconds, last one, and relax. There we go. You can start to feel yourself heat up a little bit. Breathing a little heavier. I know you can hear me breathing a lot more heavier than I was when I first started. Plus I'm talking. So, what you see me doing is rocking back and forth, keeping the blood pumping, keeping yourself moving. You want to stay moving. It's really hard to sit still when you're moving so hard. You want to keep that momentum going. You want to keep that blood pumping. You don't want to relax, shut that engine off. You want to stay moving. All right? So, the next thing we're going to do is called the lunge. Now, I'm going to do these to the side, but I'll also step forward and show you how you should look. So from here, you're going to step forward all the way down into this position and step back, all right? And again. So you see how at first I had to measure myself? That's okay. All right? So we got 60 seconds of those. We're in there now. All right, let's go. And remember, it's the same thing. You're going at your own pace. So if you've made it this far in the video, don't try to keep up with me. If I'm going too slow for you, then kick my butt. If you need to take a break, take a break. But the key is to get back in there. All right, we got less than 30 seconds. All right, the key is to get back in there. You want to always try to push yourself. Fitness is actually meditative when you think about it. It's not the point of reaching a limit because fitness is limitless. It's one of those things where focus and discipline builds the body, all right? So we're done with those lunges. And when you were down in those lunges, you could feel that it gave you a good stretch. You saw that I was parallel. My knee was pretty much touching the ground. You want to get a good stretch. And the point of it is to push off that front heel. Thighs should be engaged right now, right? While I'm still in a good mood and my legs are warm, I'm gonna do something that's a little bit different. These are called post squats, right? Now this is a more intense version of the body squats that we just did before the lunges. And they're gonna go same thing, but almost double speed. And you're not standing completely up, you're staying in a nice little space and you're bouncing up and down, right? Kind of like galloping, like riding on a horse. All right, so I'm gonna beat you guys by 10 seconds to give you a demonstration. So feet are a little wider than shoulder length and you're just gonna sit right there. Boom. You're gonna stay. All right, I'm gonna grab my phone and put it there. You guys can start now. All right, boom. Remember, you are using your mind to get in control and take the seat, the driver's seat of your body, right? And it's gonna hurt a little bit. But the mind is stronger than that pain that you feel, right? We got a few more seconds before we get to halfway. All right, 30. As you can see, my focus is in my body. I can't even count right now. So letting you know it does burn, all right? But that's the point. The point is to get in that space right there where it burns because that's where the muscle is growing. You feel it? All right, let me turn sideways to show you how that's going, all right? Boom. So you feel that. We got 10 seconds left, all right? Now, those legs should be on fire by now. We got 5 seconds. I'm so ready for this timer to stop. All right, yeah, man. So the point of it all is to push past. So that's a great lower body workout that you can do. That's what, 3 minutes of working out. You got squats, you got lunges, and you got post squats. I promise you, I guarantee you, if you do that once a day, you've just elevated beyond the lower 50% of people who don't work out at all, for sure. I guarantee you. And I promise you, you see how I'm breathing? That is a great, great workout. 3 minutes a day, I guarantee you. All right, but we're gonna keep it going now. Got a few more exercises. So, give me a second, I'm gonna adjust this camera while I catch my breath. I'm gonna work on some abs. All right, guys, so now we're back. We're ready to tackle some abs. We just did a nice little 3-minute leg workout along with a nice little warm up. So we're about to do some abs. Now, abs is one of my least favorite activities to do when I have a ponytail because I cannot rest my head. So we're gonna try to get through this, and my neck is probably gonna be on fire because I'm gonna keep it up. All right, but abs, this is your core region. This is your foundation. Your legs are there to stabilize you, but your core is your everything. It's the ball and joint to keep the top and the bottom together. You understand what I'm saying? You need this core. So, a few exercises to strengthen the core. Now, doing core exercises is not the specific thing that gets you abs and burns belly fat. Now, that comes in place with your nutrition and the things that you eat. Because you can have a very strong core and be very heavy in the midsection, for lack of better words, right? But in order to have it to where you can see the muscle, that all plays into your nutrition and the things that you eat. Now, with fitness, there's a situation where you can eat a lot more, but that means that you have to work a lot more. So calories are basically the measurement of energy it takes to convert a food item from its natural state to a carbon atom. I think that's how that goes. And whatever temperature that is measured by something, and that's how they measure how many calories it is, right? So your body consumes those calories, but it also stores those calories in the form of fat if you don't use it, right? So it's a survival mechanism. So you intake it, your body thinks like, okay, we need to survive. It's kind of like a sense of a bear hibernating, right? It takes on all this food and then it puts on weight because it needs that weight because it's about to go on a journey. So your body stores that energy, right? And you have different body types where some people burn more calories based on their lifestyle than other people, right? Or it may be hereditary that you, whatever reason it is, the difference is the calorie deficit is the thing that it takes to lose weight. Or you need to have a calorie burning deficit in order to put on weight. So abs, though, back to that, is what we're about to do in order just to strengthen the muscles in the core, not to lose weight. All right, I just want to specify that. All right, we're just strengthening this because this is your foundation. All right, so we're going to start this off with what I call sky reaches, right? So basically, as you can see, I can't put my head back comfortably on this ground like I really want to, but you know, it is what it is. You're gonna hold your hands up. Your knees are gonna kind of be bent at a up to 75-degree angle, give or take. Your arms are at a 90-degree angle, reaching for the sky. And this is not a sit-up. This is a very small crunch. All right, you crunch your body and reach for the sky, and you're back down. All right. So we're gonna do those fully in the next 7 seconds for you guys, and we're gonna do them at a speed that kind of matches the music, and let's get started now. All right, so as you can see, you're just reaching for the sky. The point of this exercise is just to basically engage your core. All right, you just want to engage your core. Engage it and relax it. Engage it and relax it. Engage it and relax it. That's a nice cadence to say. My bad, y'all. That's the rapper in me. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we got 38 more seconds. It seems like time slows down when you're in the most painful situation, because more than my core, I guarantee you, my neck right now is so tight and on fire right now. But we got 23 seconds left of me feeling this way before I can relax. because I'm telling you, laying down, you know what? There's probably some women watching this, and I understand. I apologize for all the attention you guys pay to your hair, because with long hair, let me tell you, and relax. Oh man. All right, so those are sky reaches. All right. So what that does is it engages the central area of your core, but also the top and bottom. It's like a very balanced workout, but it's more of an upper ab to mid, or mid to upper. Let's go, because your mid is definitely getting a lot of that burn. A lot more upper than lower, but let's make that the opposite. All right. So the next thing we're about to do, these are called leg lifts, right? Now, typically you could do these with both legs together. That's how I typically do them, but we're gonna alternate and do those one at a time. This is a basic leg workout. I'm gonna beat you by 10 seconds. Not gonna be fun for me laying down, but it's just simply this. You're alternating, right? So you guys will start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, now this is a very basic ab workout here. All right, now this also strengthens the hip flexors and engages those quads, right? Now this seems very simple, but I guarantee you do this to the point where it starts hurting, you'll put your leg down and keep them down. All right, so we have 35 seconds left. All right, so like I said, this engages the lower ab. If you did any type of PE in school where you had to work out and do any like physical fitness test or anything like that, you'll see that you probably did like 6 inches, where you lift both feet off the ground and hold it for 6 inches. You know, it's kind of like a inverted plank or something like that. We got 10 seconds left. Now, by this time, you should at least feel the engagement of your abs and like, wow, yeah, I can see if I keep going and doing this, that it would burn. So, and last one, relax. All right, so those are alternating leg lifts, right? So next on my list, let's see what I have here. All right, so yeah, my speaker was dying. I needed to charge it up. And the greatest thing about working out at home is you get to control the environment so much more than you can working out at the gym, and it's free. You get to be comfortable. All you have to do is just dedicate a little bit of your personal time to yourself. Give it to yourself and you can work out right at home. Like, you don't need a gym to get in shape, I guarantee you. Obviously, right? All right, so trust the process. All right, so this next exercise that we were talking about, these are called Russian twists, right? So I'll demonstrate them this way. So kind of the same position you were in sky reaches, you can do it with your feet on the ground, or you can pick them up and lift them. So this makes it a lot more hard. This is like advanced Russian twist. And to make it even more advanced, like mastered level, you need to get you a weight. All right, so, but for the sake of instructing, we're gonna keep it very simple, right? So we're gonna stay like this. It's like you're sitting in a chair, but you are sitting down like this. So you lean back, and then what you do is you just rotate your upper body, left and right, right? So I realize that I haven't been having my timer set, so let's start it now. All right, so we're gonna rotate like this in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. All right. Now you stay in this position and you just feel yourself twisting. You do your best to control yourself. Stay centered, keep your center of gravity, and you're gonna feel yourself twist. Now, to people who have never done a Russian twist before, you may feel a pull in your lower back, right? So let me show you your position here. This is where we are. This is how much rotation you should have. And I am so sorry that that keeps happening. But those books will now be sitting flat as opposed to standing up. All right, and we have 10 seconds left to go. All right, and I'm gonna get back in position to show you the angle. 2, 1, relax. All right, so those hurt, right? And hurt in workout is sometimes good, as long as it's not pinching to the point where you feel like you need to, something is tearing, right? And then the song is loud, and we're not gonna have that one playing. That one is throwing my vibe off. All right, so yeah. The next workout that we have outside of Russian twist, these are going to be scissors. Now, these are some of my favorite ab workouts to do because they really engage everything. So, I'm gonna give you myself a 10-second head start. You're gonna bring yourself up and back down, alternate. All right, so I got you guys starting right behind me in the next 5 seconds. All right, you're gonna engage that, and let's go. Remember, just breathe through it. At this point, you should understand the concept of your own limitations and what it feels like to get to a point of maybe wanting to stop, and the idea of pushing past. That push past of where you would typically stop at is your growth point. That's the area you want to try to get to and work to often, because that is exactly the space where your body is being built at. You have to go to a limit in a space that you've never been before to have a new experience. So, with your body, if you're doing the same activities, and we're done, all right. With your body, if you're doing the exact same activities that you always do on a consistent basis, don't expect your body to change. You must put your body through a change in order to see a change. And I know that's so basic, but hey, man, it's not really hard. It's not rocket science. It's getting in shape. So now we're gonna take it a little step further. Now we got a couple of options. Now this, I'm not even sure if I can do. Given the circumstances of how I feel right now, and I only got 9 seconds to start demonstrating that we are about to do a plank. And I got you in 10 seconds. We're gonna get in form like this. Let me move my phone. I'm definitely stalling. And you're gonna hold that thing. And you're gonna make yourself as parallel as you possibly can. And we're gonna hold it for 60 seconds. Whew, I'm telling you. When I say I am on fire and I do not know if I can make it through this thing with you guys, and you guys may laugh at me because I might fall, because my abs are on fire right now, I really mean it. But we got 40 seconds, and let's see. Can I, myself, make it through this plank? So notice that your abs and everything are on fire at this point. Notice that they're highly engaged. And pay attention to my body, and you see that I am parallel. Now, you can move and maneuver a little bit. If you need to rest, you can drop your hips down. But, you know, if you're strong, I would just recommend that you hold it, because we got 10 seconds left. And if you make it through this whole 60 seconds, you are a beast. Because I don't know if I could have did it without y'all. You understand what I'm saying? We got 2 seconds left and time. So, planks are really great to increase that core's endurance, right? As you can see, it's a bit different. There's no real break in the plank where you get to expand and contract that muscle. Where on the expansion, you get a moment of a break where you get to relax, but then immediately you have to contract that muscle right back again, but you get to look forward to a break. Planks don't give you that option, obviously. All right, so now for this workout, we're gonna do what's called a mountain climber, all right? So these are gonna hurt just as bad as everything else has, and I got 10 seconds on you. Just bring your knee to your chest and put it back in place, all right? And you're gonna do that alternating. You guys can join me now. Now, these really burn after you've done a lot of ab work, right? Obviously, you've engaged that core. Now, you may be saying to yourself that you want to give up, And this may hurt worse than just a leg workout by itself. And we got 30 seconds. But I guarantee you, the point of you pushing past this, as you can see, I can't even talk clearly. The point of you pushing past this and making it all the way to the end, you gain something from that, I promise you. You may not see it right now, but over time, you'll start to see that you are a beast. 3 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And time. Oh, man. And you get to relax, and you can see that only 60 seconds. 60 seconds of a workout. This is a hell of a workout. And if you want to be a beast, that's even more beastly than the beast that you are already, just repeat the process. Maybe not in the same day, but do it again tomorrow. And maybe not every consecutive days, but at least every other day. Some type of way. Create some type of routine. And I guarantee you, before you know it, your body will be different. I hope that was a worthwhile video. You guys watching me torture myself by myself in my living room. And shout out to my mom, Tamara, because she's the reason why I made this video. And if it wasn't for her, y'all wouldn't have got this. So y'all owe her a big favor. To say thank you, drop a comment, say thank you, Tamara, or thank you, Mom, whichever. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.